Hi, and welcome to today's episode where we talk about focus and energy and how to keep them in today's world full of distractions. There is one key principle that we can apply and it can bring tremendous results. But the solution might surprise you. It is not something that you need from the outside world. It is something that brings you inward. So let's dive in. So let's go to our episode Get Back Your Focus and Your Energy. Welcome to today's episode where we talk about one key principle that can save you time and energy. If you apply what you hear in this video, I can guarantee that results will be immediately visible as clear vision and focus. So what is the key principle? It's subtract. It sounds easy, but in a world that values more information, more things to do, to buy, to have more supplements, to have more choices. In this video, I will teach you to use time and energy wisely by subtracting, not adding new things. So, for example, you hear that successful people have morning routine that really means exercising in the morning, writing diary, having healthy breakfast, and then you hear about some successful people that take a bath, cold bath, or that they say their prayers or meditate or whatever. So you just pick things that successful people do and you add more things to your routine. That's not the way to be more productive. And the first step is just analyze what you do and subtract what you can. Because what I wanted to tell you is that when there's no energy, there's no you. There's always going to be time. Time is going to exist when your energy is not there anymore. But what really makes a difference in your life is to have your energy to do things you really want to do. By applying what I talk about today, you will get tangible results such as less chaos in life and more peace, less clutter and more clarity, joy, focus, and time to pause and reflect. Who is this presentation for? It's for engineers, researchers, scientists, and all of us who feel chaotic, overwhelmed by things to do and roles to play. What are some signs that you need change? You add new things to your routines, thinking it will make you more productive. You feel that you have so many roles to fulfill: employee, mother, wife, daughter, friend, and you can just not swim in all those roles. And by late afternoon, you are already exhausted from decision making and you don't have the will anymore. So you overeat, take the cookie, skip walk, don't spend time with kids or spouse. This is also connected to a topic that you're not making decisions, but that is a topic for a whole another episode. Less is more principle is something that we all heard about in the minimalism, but have we really applied it to all areas of our lives? So let's do an exercise. Write your priorities and goals for a year. I know that this is not easy, but there will be an episode to help you with this step. For now, just do it as you can. For a day, write all the things you do, from your morning routine, from taking a bath and making breakfast to selecting wardrobe and deciding lunch or dinner, or even going to store. Just analyze and see how many things you do in a day. Now see all the things you do through the filter of your goals and priorities. The point of the exercise is not to do it perfectly, but just to see what you can subtract. So, for example, your priorities and goals are to have a healthy lifestyle, and for example your morning routine is sleeping when you wake up, having a shower, and making breakfast from the things you have, or not making breakfast, for example, and having a breakfast at work. So you just want to see what are the things that you want to have to obtain healthy lifestyle. You maybe want to have a breakfast at home, but for example you're going to skip selecting wardrobe for half an hour and putting your makeup or anything like that, and you will dedicate that time for making breakfast. So you just see what you do through the lens of your goals. What are some problems you will face? All the solutions presented here are not worth a penny if you don't apply them and tailor to your specific case. It can happen that when you start applying the principle, you think you cannot apply it to your special case. So you think something like, oh yes, but this is for people who have normal lives. It's just not for me because I have specific situation, or this cannot be applied to me. I have to do all those things. That's not true. You have just reached a stumbling point. And when you reach a stumbling point, the solution is just to be aware that your mind is tricking you, that something is not for you. So then you stop applying to avoid making decisions. You stop applying because you're not getting perfect results. That is the time to get help and or schedule consultations with me and start working on your stumbling points and see what is your mind tricking you to do when this is not the truth. The link for consultations is in the description of this video. Is when you reach the stumbling point, you should see what belief is behind this stumbling point. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. What is the real life application? So let's see some examples of less is more principle application in different areas of our lives. How to consume content. So any book, podcast, video, or post is content you consume. Just consummation will motivate you in the moment but vanish the next day. So less is more principle applied on content consummation is really consume only what you will apply right away. Application in practice is after you finish this video consummation, immediately write where and why you will apply what you hear on your specific situation. I'm telling you to write where and why, because where is customizing the advice on your specific situation, and why is something that will motivate you to do this even when you don't want to. Less is more principle when presenting means that less information is more focused on desired outcome. So show that you are an expert by dividing important from unimportant, because people value their time. Give them results in less time. If you're presenting an idea to your boss, you just talk about the benefits of an idea, not the details of the project. And remember that long doesn't mean good. Planning. So multitasking has been proven as dangerous for the brain. So if there is one thing you should remember after finishing this video, it is don't do million things at a time. Practical application is just focus on one main task for the day and eventually one additional. So don't plan to do everything in a day if you have many things to do. For example, write a scientific paper, finish a project, build your own business, move to another country. You don't do all the things connected to these goals in a day. You divide. Planning is not invented to make sure you do something every hour of every day, but to help you do everything you want by planning time. If you are interested in this topic, we're going to talk about this topic more in next episodes. Remember that focus is the lost art of success. So at work, try to have only one priority task and do it for the most of the day. Leave distraction work for a period when you've finished a slot of important work. So read mails after first break, for example. If tasks keep coming, don't react and waste energy. Some days are just not perfectly planned, and that's okay. Go with the flow. The principle less is more at home is a very broad area where you can apply the principle, but let's just name some key areas. Wardrobe. Get rid of all the things you don't wear so you clean clutter and ease this decision-making process that is consuming your energy. Clean day by day the whole house from unnecessary clutter. Clean kitchen from food you don't or won't consume anymore. Organization. Ask yourself, what can you do less frequently or automate? For example, go to store once in a week or once in 2 weeks. Automate, help, delegate. Order lunch for the next week, or have the same breakfast every day, or have a meal plan for a week and then just repeat the same meal plan. In summary, subtract, don't add. In a world that values more, don't add, and apply all that you heard right now on your life. Thank you for listening. See you in the next episode.